give me some insight to you who's around the team and you kind of get to see and talking to Rod. What's kind of the narrative with these players and Dwayne? Are they still completely locked in, or have they pretty much just clocked out? Let's get to the end of the season, because I don't know what to think watching this team on national television. I don't.
Yeah, listen, I'll start here. That watch the other night at home, that was a tough one, man. I put it into the post-game report. That was a tough one to watch. 150 points on your home court. Oof. You can't do that on any level. And honestly, they back that up as well. But you don't really want to hear them say that every single time that it happens. Sitting in the press conferences and such. The overwhelming notion that I get, the overriding notion, is that the players are disappointed in themselves. There are some players who, irregardless of what the roster was supposed to be when they had everybody there, thought that they were going to be able to make a certain type of impact.
Because they're too young and naive to know what good coaching is, so they don't get it, and they think it's all their fault.
It's an interesting thing.
Or they're accountable, which it seems like these guys.
They're trying to be accountable. You see Jaden Ivey putting a whole lot of pressure on himself, and you see Jalen Duren trying to step up and take on even more than a lot of us believed he could do to start the season. I do believe injuries are going to play a big part. Cade being out is going to have a big effect. But as it relates to zeroing in directly on Coach Casey, the word that Rod Beard used this morning, and I think is very, very fair, is disappointing. Yeah. These performances have been highly disappointing. But what we've said is we stopped just short of saying that the season's a failure, and we asked the question: has the season been a waste? And I think that at this stage in the Pistons rebuild, that's what it has to be. That's what Troy Weaver said coming in, to answer your question. Yeah. He said that this is a restore. It's not how fast we move or how slow we go. We're not letting anyone speed us up or slow us down. It's about if people are doing what we've asked them to do. And as it relates to what Troy Weaver has said about Coach Casey, he stated that Coach Casey is doing what he's asked him to do, and that his evaluation as it relates to what's going on the court, that more or less is as it relates to the player development. And when it starts to be about wins and losses is when they have the roster that Troy Weaver believes is a full complement of players.
Well, when does that happen?
Troy Weaver said in the beginning of this year, and that's a good question, that he thought he had that this season. And
yeah, but Sadiq Bey ended up being a scrub. Killian Hayes developed into a bench player. Wow, we really hit on the number 7 overall pick there.
Yeah.
Cade Cunningham being out doesn't help at all. I think the win-losses are severely hurt by that, which, again, I don't even care about the wins and losses in a rebuild, but when you pitch me on improvement, Jaden Ivey, I know he's a rookie, but when is he at his best? Playmaking and attacking the basket. I don't want to see him jacking up 6 threes. I don't want to see Corey Joseph taking more attempts and more shots than my rookie. I don't want to see Hamidou Diallo doing it. I don't care about their energy. Jalen Duren, love that he's starting. 25 and 13 the other night. My goodness. Love it. But, Brandon, you can't add another top draft pick to this team because they just get younger. You got to get veteran wings. You got to bring in some veteran presence.
Yeah. They need a veteran.
You need vets coming off the bench and playing significant minutes. Not Corey Joseph and Hamidou Diallo and Kevin Knox. God, I hate my life right now.